remember in elementary school when you discussed homophones, right? Words that sound the same but are spelled differently. So that is sort of what we're going to look at today. We're looking at words that are commonly confused. Right? These are words that, yes, sound almost the same, but are spelled differently or spelled the same. They have completely different meanings. And we're going to go in a three-part series with this, and this is just part one. And so what we're going to actually just look at, we're going to break it down into very commonly confused words. These are words that we see a lot in writing, where you, be it a misspelling or just a poor word choice, you're not really saying what you intend to say. Okay? So those are what we call the words that are just on the grasp. Right? You know that what you want to say is close to what you wrote, but what you wrote is not what you actually wanted to say. So we're going to really help you avoid those words that just seem out of grasp by pulling them into focus. The first one we're going to look at today is affect versus effect. Okay. So notice I have the A here in pink. When it's affect, if you flip the A upside down, it comes a V. Affect is a verb. It actually means to influence. So his speech on cancer affected me. With an A, it influenced me. It made me choke up, made me feel something. Effect with an E, that's a noun. It's results or consequences. The effect of not studying is always poor test scores. That just shows the consequence. The second grouping we want to look at today is already versus already. Again, they sound exactly the same, but the way you use them are slightly different. All with a space, ready, we're looking at the pink example here, is an adjective, which we know has to modify a noun. Right? And so when it's split into two words, it means everyone or everything is prepared. Right? We are all ready to go on vacation. If I combine them together, I look at that magenta, burgundy type color, and I say already is one word, that's an adverb, meaning previously. Right? I reread the assignment because I forgot I had already read it. I had previously read it. I don't want to say ALL space ready because that would mean that I was prepared. And that wouldn't make sense there because it needs to be an adverb. Problem pair number 3. Here versus here. Okay, and that's one actually you think would be pretty reasonable, but I see this a lot. Okay. People constantly misspell here and here. Here, H-E-A-R-E, our pink example, is a verb to receive sound. Right? Do you hear the singing? H-E-R-E is an adverb meaning at this place. Right? Come here. That's our example of the burgundy type color. Room. Okay. So, if I'm receiving sound, and you can see that here, if you're receiving sound, ear is in the word. H to your ear receives your sound. Okay. That's how you can remember that one. Our next pair we're going to look at is its versus its. Another very, very common mistake I see people making all the time. Okay. Its, without an apostrophe, is a possessive meaning belonging to it. Right? The Union has its own reasons for resisting secession. The Confederates. A Civil War example there. Notice the Union owns the reason, so there is no apostrophe. If there is an apostrophe, it means it is. I believe it is Monday when the conference is happening. So if you're going to replace it is and it makes sense, there should be an apostrophe. If you put it is into the sentence and it doesn't make sense, then you know there should not be an apostrophe. And you see my stop sign here. As contractions are non-standard English, and we shouldn't be using them in writing at all, this shouldn't be an issue. So, always this. If this doesn't work, if it sounds weird, spell it out. It is. It is. Alright, now let's talk about lead/lead versus lead. Lead and lead, right, spelled the same but sound differently. So lead is a verb, so when it sounds, or lead is a noun, excuse me. Lead is a noun, this is the burgundy one. Right, that's for pencil or graphite or metal. Does your pencil have lead? Lead is the verb. That's the pink one that we're looking at right now. We're jumping up to the pink. Lead. So when it rhymes with deed, it's a verb. And when it rhymes with dead, it's a noun. Okay. But lead is to go. I will lead the way. Or to show, right? Led, L-E-D, past tense, is the past tense verb of lead. So he led the class in test A's. You can see here, that's past tense of lead. So drop the A, you get the past tense of the pink. With the A, it's either going to be lead or led with a pencil graphite. And so you're not saying you pencil graphite the class in test A's, and you're so make sure you do not put the A in when you're using the past